Good evening and welcome to another episode of Engineer Eric Explains. Have you ever thought about a career as a power plant engineer? Have you ever thought about a career in the trades? You can make good money, but that'll be a separate video for later. So you can make a very lucrative career in the trades. I'm going to talk tonight about a power plant engineering. Untapped resource that a lot of people are not aware of. Most states have a license law for good reasons. As great of a career it is to be a power plant engineer, however, you need to take heed because there are a lot of inherent dangers that can kill you, maim you, and leave you without your limbs. One of the major safety issues in most power plants are steam, electricity, moving machinery that can take your limbs, and lastly, the most important thing, which is why it's so important to know what you're doing, as well as the license law, to avoid explosions. Different power plants have different risks. Working with steam include severe burns, and in some cases with high pressure steam, it will cut you in half because high pressure superheated steam, you can't see it, you can't hear it, it'll just cut you in half. As an interesting fact, in the subships in the Navy, they would actually walk with a broomstick handle in front of them. And if it got cut in half, that's how they knew they had a steam leak. Could you imagine if that was you? The next hazard is electrical. In a typical power plant, you have all sorts of electrical voltages, from your typical 120 volts in your outlet, all the way up to 345 kVA, which is substantial. So long as you keep a good head on your shoulders, you have nothing to worry about. But electricity in a power plant, after all, you are generating power, can easily harm you, or even our gases, hazardous chemicals, and the biggest thing is explosions. In order to stay safe, you need to keep a good head on your shoulders and not take any unnecessary risks. There's never the appropriate time to rush or be what's called a cowboy to save the day, because at the end you can stay calm, be safe, and you follow all the rules that are set up with you, follow manufacturer's guidelines, and most importantly, always don the proper PPE. And for those of you that don't know what that is, that's personal protective gear. And every power plant should provide every operator with all the proper PPE required to do your job and be safe. I've never worked at or heard of any power plant that doesn't take safety very seriously and always takes safety first, which is the most important. They always say at the end of the day, everybody wants you to go home safely to your family with the same amount of body parts that you entered the plant. If you would like to know more about any of these topics that Engineer Eric has explained this evening, please comment below and be more than happy to explain in Engineer Eric style. Have you thanked your local power plant operator today? If you're a student, you can find more in-depth topics at Engineer Eric Explains on YouTube. Follow me for more information on each individual safety topic. As always, have a wonderful evening and remember to always thank your power plant operator.